The unthinkable return. Fearful-faced disgraced Prince Andrew and Fergie are back. The christening showdown that has the royal family dreading their appearance. The chilling reason Beatrice invited him despite the tension. Disgraced Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor and Sarah Ferguson are expected to step out for their first royal event since their fall from grace. The pair, whose lives have been defined by continuous public scandal and extraordinary financial upheaval, are now set to re-enter the sacred confines of royal tradition, sparking palpable tension behind palace walls. The backdrop to this appearance is one of profound humiliation. The pair dramatically had their royal titles removed and are being kicked out of their 30-bedroom royal lodge home, where they have lived for 2 decades. This eviction symbolizes their total exile from the inner workings and privileges of the monarchy, a direct consequence of the controversy that has stained the House of Windsor. Andrew and Fergie were exiled from the royal family amid the controversy surrounding their relationship with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. This association led to the loss of their royal status, plunging them into a public relations crisis from which they have yet to recover. Now, the former Duke and Duchess of York are expected to attend the christening of their granddaughter on Friday at the Chapel Royal at St. James's Palace. Princess Beatrice, 37, and her husband Edo Mapelli-Mozzi, 42, will reportedly baptize their second daughter Athena in front of close friends and family at the Royal Palace next week. This event represents a critical moment. This would be the first royal event the disgraced pair have attended since their dramatic fall from grace when King Charles stripped them of their royal titles, amid their links to pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Every gesture, every interaction, will be scrutinized by the media and watched with concern by the royal establishment. Both Andrew and Sarah have consistently denied any wrongdoing. However, the court of public opinion remains heavily divided, making their return highly charged. The emotional weight of this precarious royal reunion rests heavily on their daughter, Princess Beatrice. Princess Beatrice, the couple's older daughter, is said to have maintained a close relationship with Mum Fergie amid the fallout but allegedly has a more strained relationship with her dad. The decision to invite Andrew was complex and fraught with psychological tension. An anonymous source revealed the underlying sentiment permeating the palace. One source, according to the Daily Mail, said, "It's going to be a royal occasion but everyone is dreading the thought of seeing Andrew there." This dread highlights the social awkwardness and potential embarrassment his presence brings to an otherwise joyous, private family event. An insider shed light on Beatrice's difficult decision, prioritizing compassion over personal comfort. Beatrice has, of course, invited her father. But things are not warm between them. This tension is a direct result of the shame and scandal Andrew has brought upon the family. However, the insider added a crucial humanitarian detail. However, she's worried about him. He's going through a low ebb with his mental health and she recognizes that he dotes on his grandchildren and it would be cruel to deprive him of the chance to attend the christening. This is a powerful psychological insight. Beatrice's compassion for her father's vulnerable mental state, recognizing his need to connect with his grandchildren, supersedes the collective discomfort of the family. The attendance, therefore, is not a political endorsement, but an act of parental mercy. This required delicate negotiation. Some careful conversations and diplomacy with King Charles will have taken place to get to this stage. While Andrew faces an uncertain future tied to the UK, Sarah Ferguson may be planning an escape from the unrelenting scrutiny. Fergie has allegedly considered fleeing the UK amid the fallout over the Epstein scandal, as invitations and work opportunities have reportedly dried up in the UK. The pressure of being shunned by the establishment and the financial consequences of their exile appear to be pushing her towards warmer climes and family support. She is reportedly eyeing up a guest suite at a £3.6 million luxury oceanfront villa in Portugal that is owned by her daughter Princess Eugenie and her businessman husband Jack Brooksbank, a close friend claimed. This potential move signifies a desire for privacy and distance from the relentless British tabloids. For Fergie, Portugal might offer not just a physical haven, but a psychological reset, allowing her to rebuild her life away from the shadow of the palace and the immediate proximity to the scandal that shattered her reputation. The christening, therefore, is not merely a family gathering. It is a dramatic pause in the ongoing sagas of two disgraced royals, a tense moment of tradition squeezed between exile and potential escape.